Hello everybody! Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I'm extremely bubbly right now because this is my first post-quarantine, post-shelter in place, post-lockdown order, whatever you want to call it, thrift haul since this all began. I know that this is not over, it is far from over, but I do feel like with our thrift stores being allowed to open back up, I get a slight sliver of normalcy back into my routine. So it's kind of like I can take a deep breath, like our thrift stores are opening back up. And it's like, I know I'm not trying to be self-centered. I know there are far bigger things to worry about, but super happy about it. I do want to praise our thrift stores because they are leaving donations bagged, fresh donations for 72 hours and then mass disinfecting them. And then when you're actually in the store, everybody's wearing masks, of course, and the employees are very diligent on keeping surfaces and things that are touched often cleaned and disinfected, basically constantly running around with Lysol and wipes. It's amazing. And I do want to point out, not trying to get into a rant here, I know I'm just as excited as you guys are to see all the stuff because it's been like 3 months, but our thrift stores were allowed to open back up in West Michigan a few days ago. However, our Goodwills, our actual Goodwills, they're voluntarily still closed to the public until the end of May. And I'm very hesitant to overly praise Goodwill because I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about Goodwill, but I'm very proud of them for sticking it out until the very end of our shelter-in-place order here in West Michigan. And I'm actually very impressed because they voluntarily shut down all of the West Michigan Goodwill stores to the public like a week before our shelter-in-place order was actually put into place. So I am very impressed with them for that. And it was a really, really good thrift haul. I have some shoes that I'm going to show you at the end, and I'm also going to show you guys some odds and end vintage items that I picked up, but I'm going to show you the clothing first. So I found this set. It's United Colors of Benetton, which has been around for a while. I think I've talked about them a few times. They're not the quickest seller in the world, but they are a solid seller. And because this is a pant and top set, I think this one will do well around $50. This is a Hannah Anderson. So I don't always pick up Hannah Anderson. That's what their tag looks like. But if they have prints like this, I will pick them up. And skirts are selling well for me. Every once in a while, I'll go like months where skirts are just not selling, and then they'll pick up again. And right now, they're doing well. And I love this abstract, like watercolor, beachy print. I think I'm going to list this one around $24. This one is an anthology, right? So not to be confused with anthropology. This is my first time finding anthology, and I've heard of it. So I don't really remember the comps, but they were good enough for me to pick these up. And these are like palazzo pants, which are always in style. I'm thinking maybe like $20, $25. And I do want to warn you guys, there are a lot of new to me brands, not just brands that I picked up for the first time, but brands that I've never heard of, and I had to do comp searches in the store. So if I pronounce them wrong, cut me some slack. This one is a Barbara Lesser. So they have Barbara Lesser. It looks like she has a lot of vintage items, but this is one of her newer pieces, and her comps were good. So if you see Barbara Lesser, it's worth checking her items out. This is a Foxcroft leopard print. Foxcroft is a hit or miss. I see a lot of it. I don't always pick it up. But when it comes to their newer items, and because leopard print is so in style right now, and usually when I find Foxcroft, I find their button-ups. So because this is a cardigan, I think I will list it around $25. This is nice. This is an Alice and Olivia silk blazer. It has one pen mark that I'm definitely going to be able to get out. I can always get out pen marks and mascara and stuff like this. Alice and Olivia is obviously high retail value, but sometimes I have a hard time moving it. This piece I'm probably going to list around $30 or $40 because it's silk. This is a Talbot's limited edition 2017, but it is new with tags. So it retailed $139. It's size 10 petite. It's really cute. So I think I'm going to list this one around $50. Do I expect to get $50 out of it? Not sure. There's a possibility, but I might have to wait on that one and price drop it a few times, but I'm okay with that. This is a Staring at Stars. So I've heard of this brand, however, it is my first time finding it. The comps were all over the place. Some of them were not that great. Some of them were. I just like picking up brands that have decent comps that I've never sold before. I kind of like to test the waters with brands that I've personally never sold. So I think I'll list this one around $25. This is a North Face dress. So North Face is always a solid bread and butter brand for me, but I don't get a lot out of it, not like I used to. However, I did overpay for this. I paid $10 for this. And I probably think I'm only going to get like $25 with free shipping tops. But I was so happy just to be in a thrift store again, rescuing secondhand clothing, that I wasn't even picky. I threw it in the cart. So this is an Ivory Ella. So Ivory Ella is pretty expensive. They sell it at Von Maur. I mean, their shirts can go for like $50 or $60 new. So when you purchase them, I think like 50% of the profit goes to elephants. So I think I'll be able to get like $20 out of this one. And the good thing is it has this Ivory Ella logo on the front, because people always like having that logo porn. This is a Vineyard Vines. This is actually a woman's size 0. I think I'm going to list this one around $25 with free shipping on eBay. So this one is so cute. It's like 2000s, early 2000s, maybe late 90s. But it's not a special brand, but it's just a really cute fruit dress, and I like the contrast against the black. I think this one will do well on Poshmark. I think I'm going to list it around $25. This is a new to me brand, Colette Mordo, but it says for some, and I don't know. So anyway, I quick looked up the comps, and the comps were pretty good. This is a really heavy wool piece, so I do think that I'll be able to get like $50 out of this, but we'll see. This is a Bowden. So Bowden's a hit or miss. Bowden pattern and Bowden, when they have like really unique prints, they always sell well for me. This one's a wrap dress, which are always easy sellers in the summer, and it doesn't have like a crazy print, but it does have a print, a pattern, which is good. I think I'll list this one around maybe, I don't want to say $30, maybe like $25. These next two that I'm going to show you, I actually thrifted. I sourced on Poshmark. I found a pair of shoes that I wanted to buy for myself, and she was running a sale, so I threw a couple of other things in there, and she sent me an amazing offer. So, I mean, at that price, I can resell them for profit. So this is a Lululemon capri style. I don't know anything about Lululemon like I should, because I don't find it that much around me, but I don't know, I'm thinking like $20. And this is a vintage Lily Pulitzer capri pant, and I think these ones will do well around $20, maybe $25 if I'm lucky, because they're a larger size, and it's just a beautiful, like, classic Lily Pulitzer pattern. Carmen Mark Valvo, what is it? Valvo. I found a few of her pieces. So her comps are kind of all over the place too, but it is worth picking up for me. It's just an olive green cardigan. I think I will list it around $20. So this next one, I don't want to go into detail with every single one, but I'm so excited because it's been so long. This is a Body by Victoria, which is from Victoria's Secret. So long story, about 8 months ago, I found some Body by Victoria's Secret jeans, I think, and I figured I might as well pick them up and see if they sell for me. And they sold within like a month. So when I was at the thrift store, they had like 5 or 6 Body by Victoria blazers, and they were all the same size. I wanted to buy all of them, but I also didn't want to take that gamble because there were a few other pieces that I felt like I was taking a gamble with, like the North Face dress that I overpaid for. But some of I think it's a discontinued line, so some of their blazers only sell for like $15, and then some sell on eBay for like $40, $50. $50 tops, you know. But this is a unique color. I think it will do well. I'm going to shoot for $30 on that piece. This is a 1980s, yep, I had to check the shoulder pads, Vicky Wayne's blinding yellow dress. I think this one's going to do well on Etsy. I'm going to list this one around, it's 1980s, so it's like new vintage. But I think because it's like new and I love the color, I think I'll be able to get like 30 or 35 out of that. This is a new with tags Boston Proper. It's just a zip up like blazer. I don't know what to call this cardigan. I think I'm gonna list this one around $40. This one is pretty cool. It's just a vintage sweater, nothing too special, except when I looked at it, I thought this was like Mountain Peaks, which it kind of looks like Mountain Peaks, but it's more of like an abstract design, but I'm going to list it as with Mountain Peaks in the title because that's a selling point. I think I'll be able to get maybe like 25 or 30 out of that. 30 on the high side. This is an Escada cardigan. I know, this is probably the best piece that I picked up. However, Escada hasn't been selling like it used to for me. I don't know what I'm going to list this one for, to be honest. It's been a while since I sold Escada. Escada is a luxury brand, for those of you who do not know. This is a new to me brand, Howard Wolf Escape. So because it's made in Korea, I'm guessing this is from the early 90s, possibly late 80s. But there's nothing too special about it, except I looked up the brand because something told me to look up this brand because it's just made well. Very high quality feeling, and it's a good brand. So if you see Howard Wolf, I would pick it up. At least it's worth looking into. So this is nothing special. This is just a vintage, trying to see here. I'm thinking this is like 1970s. So single stitch 1970s pastel button up. I picked this one up because pastel vintage always sells, especially pastel vintage sweaters. This is a Leith. Am I saying that right? Leith. I think this is an Anthropologie brand. Maybe they're their own brand. I have no idea. This one I might keep for myself. I have to look up comps on this. I know it's a decent brand, but if I do list it, I'm probably going to list it around like 27. This is another Boston Proper, and this is their newer label. My mind's all over the place. I couldn't remember. Is this a nice material? There was a reason I got excited about this. No, it's acrylic. Okay, so I guess I just got excited about it because it's a cute little Boston Proper cardigan. I think I'm going to list this one around $26. This one I could not resist. It is where was this made? Made in USA. So this has got to be 80s. Look at this. This is so 80s without the shoulder pads, like that oversized suit look. In the oversized suits, if you guys have been looking through Vogue or online at what's trending, these are trending and vintage is trending. I think I'm going to list this one around $30, to be honest, because it's authentic 1980s oversized suit, which is coming back. This is another Carmen Volvo dress. This one I think I will list around maybe like 25 or 30. This is a Mountain Hardwear. So Mountain Hardwear is a solid seller for me. It does not matter what the piece is, if it's just a t-shirt, pants, shorts, like an athletic track jacket, it does not matter. I think I'm going to list this one around $25. Here's another new to me brand. It's CVDini. And when I saw this, I knew it was good just because it says, first of all, it says made in Italy, and when you feel it, it's just very well made. I do think this is a men's. I don't know what I'm going to list it for yet. I do have to research that brand a little bit more. But if you see CVDini, if I'm saying that right, I think it's worth picking up. This is another new to me brand, Linda Matthews, New York. I feel like I've heard of Linda Matthews, the brand, but it's new to me because I've never really looked into it. Nothing special, but I think I'll be able to get 20 or 25 out of this, maybe even a little bit more. I might be shooting too low on some of these, and I might be shooting too high. This is a Mud Pie. So Mud Pie adult clothing sells well for me, depending on the style, because this is such like an abstract, really cool dress with this crazy neckline. I think I will ask about 28 for this one. This is an exclusively Misuk. This is just a dress. It is an older piece, but it's a luxury brand, so obviously I had to pick it up. I don't know what I'm going to list that one for yet. And this is another new with tags, Carmen Marcabalvo dress. So this one's missing the belt, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to list it a little bit under what I would if it had the belts. This is a, okay, yep, 1980s jumpsuit. Can you guys see this whole thing? This is really special. I think I'll be able to get like a good $50 out of this one on Etsy. This is just not too vintage. It's not even that vintage at all. Let's see. Oh, is it single stitch? So this is probably 1990s. I don't know. But look at this print. So this would be really cute just with the front tied in the summer with a pair of shorts. I think I will list this one around $25. Most of my like vintage 90s Hawaiian tops I only expect to get like $15 off of. But that one, I really love the colors. I'm a sucker for that. This is another Hannah Anderson piece. So Hannah Anderson, comps are all over the place, but this one is a maxi dress and it has a really nice print. So people love their prints when they're buying like Mud Pie, Bowden, and Hannah Anderson. It's really important to have the prints. I don't know what I'm going to list it for yet. So this piece I might have overpaid for. It's a Victoria's Secret swim cover. So I usually don't pick up Victoria's Secret unless I'm getting it super cheap. But I think their swim covers would do well. And it's open back, which is nice. I think I'll try to get 25 out of this. This is an awesome 1970s. Look at these sleeves. How cool is that? And then it has a tie that goes around the waist. This will look way better on a mannequin, but I think because of the print and the style, I think I'm going to ask about 25 out of that. This is a Vince dress. I haven't steamed any of this stuff yet, so it looks kind of rough, but once it's steamed, I'll clean her up. Vince has been a slow seller for me, but I'm a sucker for Vince and I can't stop picking it up. This is a new to me brand again. Alberto Macali says New York, Paris, and Milano. And when I read that, I knew it was worth looking up comps. So I guess it seemed like he's known for his animal prints. This is one of his newer pieces, so I think I'm like maybe around the $50 price range for this. Another vintage single stitch Hawaiian shirt. This is a men's, but look at this color contrast. I love this. I think I'll list this one around 25. This is a J. Crew wool blazer. Sorry about the noise in the background. My kids are playing video games. Don't worry, we did schoolwork today. I don't want any judgment on that. I usually don't pick up J. Crew blazers. Maybe they're dresses every once in a while, but I love this style, and because it's wool, I think I'll be able to get 35 out of it. Oh, I had to pick up this really eclectic, like hand embroidered, possibly vintage, but I can't be for sure, jacket. I mean, this is really, really eclectic. I love this, and I think this one will do well around 30, maybe even 35, because I can wait for that special buyer. I don't mind waiting on items. I know a lot of resellers don't like waiting on items. They like to move them quickly, and I totally understand why, because I'm going to need to get a warehouse soon with all of my inventory, I feel like. But with pieces like this, I am very okay with waiting on them until I find the right buyer, because I do think this is worth $35 or $40. Come on, look at it. This is a Bowden. So I broke my own rule when I said that if you're picking a Bowden, it's nice to have the prints. But this was like only marked at $4.99 because I think they marked it as like a tunic and not a dress. And it's just denim. So I think I'll be able to get like $20 out of this. Hi! Do you need me to put your bunk beds together? Your Peppa Pig bunk beds? Okay, he loves Peppa Pig, and he can never get all the bunk beds stacked up. So I'm so sorry for those of you who are annoyed right now. I might just have to edit this out. I did it. I fixed the Peppa Pig beds. I'm the superhero. Okay, this is another new to me brand. It's Harare. So I could be totally wrong because I was looking up comps in a hurry. However, The comps on this looked really good. Like I might be able to get like $70 or more out of this. It's a very beautiful embroidered dress. Come on, I would love to keep this for myself, but I can't. If I can make $75 out of it, I just can't. So Harare. If you find that, it is worth looking into. This is a soft surroundings piece. And if you can't, sometimes the soft surroundings logo, this one shows great, but sometimes it's completely washed out. So you can always look around and try to find the little soft surroundings. It's not even a button, trinket, charm. So this is a dress and it's like giraffe print and it's soft surroundings. So I think I'll be able to get like $30 out of this. So this is the last clothing piece. It's the Mountain, dyed and printed in the USA. It's a cute little golden retriever puppy. These always sell. I think I'll list this one maybe on eBay around like 20 bucks. It's like new. I don't even know if this was ever even washed. It smells like a new shirt. Okay. So now I am moving on to the shoes, and then I'm going to move on to the vintage items. I'm going to show you guys the kids' shoes. I found these kids toddler Air, Nike Air. Not sure on the comps, but I think I got them for like $1.99. I found these adorable baby Uggs. How cute are these? So I think I'm going to list these ones around like $20, maybe $25. I have to see. I don't usually pick up Crocs, but I found, wow, they had probably at least 12 pairs of Crocs that were all new because they had the sticker on the inside. I mean, you can clearly tell these aren't new. I can't list them as new, but I can list them as like new. But I found so many pairs and I just didn't want to pick them all up because Crocs are such a hit or miss. But these ones are super cute. So these were the only ones that I picked up, and they're kind of like jelly. So I think I'm going to list these ones around like $15. I'm so excited, I'm like stuttering. I found these Laredo cowboy boots, Western boots I should say. I don't really know the most about cowboy boots. I know some of them you can get hundreds of dollars for, some of them are basically worthless. But Laredo, I looked up quick comps and it seemed pretty good. I mean, you can tell they were well made. They are a little worn, and I just put leather conditioner on them. And the last time I put leather conditioner on cowboy boots, I ruined them because it completely discolored them and I could never get them back to normal. But these ones, actually, the leather conditioning job turned out great. These were pretty rough when I first got them. I think I'm going to go over one more time and let them dry out and try to make them a little bit better. I'm rambling. Anyway, I think I'll be able to get like $30 out of these. I found corks, brand new corks that I paid, I think $4.99 for. I think I'm going to try to list these ones around $35. These are also a new to me brand. These are Anna Capri. Anna Capri. I looked at the bottom because they seemed nice. It said made in Brazil, so I figured I'd look up comps. The comps are pretty good. I think I can get about $25 or $30 out of these. I found some Sperry's wedges. So I stopped picking up Sperry's. They're a good shoe and people still buy them, but unless I'm finding them at the bins, the market is so saturated online for secondhand Sperry's that it's not worth picking up for me. But these ones are a little more unique. So I think I'm going to list these around like 25, maybe 30. I might be pushing it with 30. These are Estrada heels. I don't know the most about the brand, but I did a quick comp search and the comps were good. I think I might be able to get like 40 out of these. Maybe that's too high. I don't know. I found Naote. So I love Naote. I didn't know about Naote until I started reselling, but they fly off the shelves for me. I think I'm going to list these ones around $35 with free shipping over on eBay. And I found Stonefly London shoes. So these are in amazing condition. I think I'll be able to get like $30 out of these shoes. I found these cute Betsy Johnson kids, girls, bunny flats. I don't always pick up Betsy Johnson. Her value has plummeted since TJ Maxx took over, and that you can find her stuff at TJ Maxx for like super cheap. But because these are kids and because they're cute little bunny flats, I think I'll be able to get like $20 out of them with free shipping. What do we have here? Oh, these are Converse All-Star Superman shoes. These were actually in pretty rough condition, and I cleaned them up with a magic eraser and brought them back to life. I think I'm gonna list. I looked up comps on these exact ones, and they were around like 25. Not anything super great, but definitely worth fixing up. My last two shoes to show you guys. I rarely, seldomly pick up Banana Republic shoes because they're very saturated. Although they are pretty expensive new, but these ones are like brand new. Look how pretty they are. I think I'll be able to get 25, maybe 30 out of these. I don't know. I don't know the most about their comps and their shoes, but these were definitely worth picking up. And the last pair of shoes I have, this is a new to me brand, Passe Art. Passe Art, made in Spain. Okay, Passe Art. Okay. These are what I think they're called Esmeraldas. If I'm saying that right, I don't know. I get burned all the time because I mispronounce so many things, and I swear people think I'm just so uneducated on reselling, but when I'm looking up comps, I'm just reading it, and I have so many brands that I have to remember. I mispronounce things. I'm sorry. This specific brand, it seems like that's all that they make, like these types of shoes, but the comps were great, and these are seriously like new. So I think I'm going to ask about $30 for these. And this is my handy dandy, my big mystery tote of vintage and other items that I'm going to show you guys right here. This is, what is this, Sunny Days, Sunny Patch Kids or something like that. I recognized it right away from like the very depths of my memory. I paid 99 cents for it. Like it's a discontinued, I don't think they make these anymore. So I think I'll be able to get like 12 bucks with free shipping. I paid 99 cents for it. I just wanted to go to a good home because this is super cute. What do I got here? This I paid like 99 cents for. It's just a little picnic basket. Probably vintage, not like early vintage. I think this one will do well on Etsy for like 20 bucks. This is also a vintage basket. So vintage baskets always do well. Obviously this whole rattan look is in. And this one's special because it has these really cute pastel colors. I think I'll list this one around 25 on Etsy. This is a very, very nice handmade. Oh, I don't know how to date this one. I should, but I don't know. This is mid-century. But it's like a shirt with, you guys get the gist. It's a vase. Like you'd put a single flower in it with some water. I think I'm going to list this one around 40 or 50 on Etsy. My Etsy stuff I do sit on longer, but the buyers are amazing and they have no problem paying full price for a one-of-a-kind item like that. Oh, this is like the tote was a bad idea. This is just really cute, made in Korea, so like probably 90s. Little art easel picture frame. I think this one will do well on Etsy for like $15 with free shipping. What do we got here? This is a thermoserve cocktail set. It has no barcode, so I can date that at least pre-1980s. It has the cocktail shaker with the glasses and the little mixing stick. But it has all of these classic, am I holding this right? It has all of these classic cars. And it's in the original packaging. I think this will do well on Etsy or eBay around $30. Okay, this is beautiful. I should not have thrown these in here with metal. What was I thinking? Look at this. Beautiful, made in Japan. So I'm definitely thinking this is a 50s thing. Little sugar dish and teapot. But look at that beautiful hand-painted tropical. Oh, I think I'm going to ask around $50 for this set on Etsy as well. This is just a hand-carved, I don't know, there's no stamps or anything to date it, but hand-carved things, I'm assuming this is vintage, always sell well on Etsy. I think I will, because it's a swordfish, I think I'm going to list this one around $25. Oh, we're almost to the bottom. I found this beautiful cast iron. I could be totally wrong, but it's an enamel teapot. So old enamel teapots, that have like this type of glaze, they always sell. I actually sold one to South Africa for like $25 and the person paid over $40 to ship it to them. So I think I'm gonna list this one around $25 to $30 as well. I found this adorable, let's see, a Nesco? Nope, napkin. What is this? This has got to be like 1970s. It's a cute little owl napkin holder, and owls are trending now. These types of owls with like the big bright eyes. So the fact that this is actually like an older piece, I think this one will do well around $25, maybe even a little more. These are the last two things I have to show you guys. It's technically one thing, it's a set. These are 1980s unicorn. So these would go on your wall, and then you could put like whatever, I think people would put, what would they put in these? It reminds me of a wall planter, but these are not planters because they have no back. Regardless, 1980s unicorn. These are so cute. I think I'm going to be able to list these around $25, maybe $30 if I'm lucky. We'll see on Etsy. So, whew, I think this was a really long haul video. I think I may have made it past an hour. Whew, okay. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a really long video. I was so stoked to show you guys all this stuff because it's been months. And if you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to follow me over to Instagram, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description to my Instagram. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of the kind words and comments I get from so many of you. It still blows my mind. I'm forever grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and happy selling.